What's going on, guys? Travis Phillips here, Get It Together. I'm going to talk to you today about a little something that a lot of guys are probably going to be more interested in, but in general, this kind of energy and focus on the type of wavelengths that you're emitting from your person could also apply to females as well. It's basically just having a grasp on who you are, but it comes across a little bit easier when it comes to guys and in this terminology. So we're going to talk about how to be alpha, right? It's my daughter's house. It takes away a little bit from probably what most people would assume is alpha, but that's a different story. Anyways, all jokes aside, we're going to talk today about how to be alpha. Now, first, to understand what being alpha actually means, you have to understand the contrasting energies that are associated with when you're talking about alpha. So we have alpha, which I'm going to place here in the middle, right? We have beta, and then we have theta. Right there's theta, right there's beta, over here in the middle is alpha. Now there is a specific reason why I'm placing them in those positions. I'm going to use an example that I think will make it relatively easy, especially if you've ever seen a stock chart before. But basically, somebody who is beta, right, or which it kind of comes with a negative connotation for men, is that energy emits as. So if you've ever seen a stock chart, you would refer to that as very, very volatile, right? Then on the opposite end of the spectrum here, you have theta. Theta is very big, long, slow, intermittent ups and downs, and would probably be assumed with or associated with being very peaceful and at rest, and just not very active, so not very volatile. Then alpha here in the middle is actually the perfect mix and harmony of those two energies. In this day and age, especially with a lot of the alpha as fuck movement and all this alpha energy, we associate alpha with being the biggest, baddest, loudest person that is around, right? The person that is making the biggest scene usually, when the true reality of it, and I hate to break it to you if you're one of those people, is that is a very, very beta energy. When you're really, really up and you're just crazy and you're all over the place, that is beta. You can just Google beta and what that frequency looks like, and that is exactly what that type of character would be portraying. So we got to break the social norm of what people are assuming to be alpha, and understand that alpha is a perfect mix of beta and theta. Alpha isn't this over-the-top, overbearing type of view or personality. It's actually a much more calm, a much more centered, grounded type of personality. And what a lot of people do to achieve this is actually something that might come across as beta in the normal social context of what we would say beta is at this point. But breathing, like really deep breaths, and just centering yourself, calming down, and being able to actually start to make sense of everything going on up here. People who are really, really heady and think a lot and overthink. I just did a video on analysis paralysis. Those types of people, that type of thinking is somewhat beta, in the sense that you're up in your head. It's not allowing you to really achieve much else. And that works with overthinking things and not being able to start something because you're overthinking too much. It also works with overthinking things and thinking you're doing everything right and you're not open to achieving or starting or trying something else, no matter what. or just the typical personality that comes with kind of, you know, like over the top sort of being that might be. Somebody that you might think of as alpha this day and age. The truth is, though, is that you have to be able to find the mix between all that energy, which is a good thing to have, and also being able to ground yourself. And like I said before, that's going to be breathing or some form of being able to calm yourself down and make sense of it. And usually that involves a lot more than just your mind. You need to start being able to understand what you're feeling, what's going on inside of the rest of your body. It's kind of a holistic approach, really, but the truth is that is the best way to become truly alpha, is being in touch with yourself. So being able to understand that what you feel in your heart and in your gut most of the time probably rings much more true than what you're feeling in your head, and being able to take those feelings along with the feelings in your head and try to make the most sense of them, but not ignoring your body, which is what most people do. So that's it. It sounds pretty simple. I mean, to be truly alpha, you need to be in touch with yourself. You need to be grounded. Somebody who can speak well and formulate full thoughts. Somebody who is in control of their situation. Now this is through adversity, standing up in a public forum and speaking, just really in any situation that you would face in your life, no matter if it's a tough situation or a good situation. It's being alpha is being able to be completely you in that situation. So just because you're big and you're bad doesn't mean you're alpha. Get it together, all right?